Hey guys, welcome to Rockford Ordnance, bringing you another edition of fun and guns and toys and cool stuff. Hope everything finds you well with everything that's going on out there these days. Hope your family and you are safe. Hope you're working. Hope you got some money coming in. If not, I hope the stimulus check is helping you guys out. I don't necessarily agree with it, but hey, if it helps somebody out, it helps somebody out, right? So we are continuing with our preps, and I found a good deal the other day, and it's one of my favorite things. I figured I would grab it and didn't know if I have a use for it or what I'm going to do with it, but I figured I'd pick it up, and that is a Aero Precision lower and an Aero Precision upper. These happen to be their M4E1 variety, so they're not a standard upper and lower receiver. There's some slight differences. Now, if you guys watch my channel, you know that I use these all the time, and they are by far my standard go-to receivers when I'm doing an AR build. That being said, like I said, they're a little different, and I figured I would show it to you. We've brought you the guns and kind of brought them to you when they were finished or as we were doing different things and shooting them and all that, but I've never went over the actual receivers themselves before I built them. So let's unwrap them and see what they're all about. They come packaged nicely in a box, and they wrap them in plastic, and you get the obligatory Aero sticker. Got a sticker, a couple stickers. Stickers are good. Stickers make me happy. Like my little sticker wall back here. Anyhow, let's jump into these and show you what they're all about. The lower. Let's start with that, shall we? I'll get a little closer here so you can see. So these are a forged receiver. However, they've got some different things going on here that gives them a little updated look and kind of makes them look a little billet-like. You know, the flared magwell and the trigger guard in here, they look more like a billet receiver, right? So if you like that look, you can go to this for a whole lot less money than a billet receiver and still get that look, have the strength of forged, and a great deal to top it off. So what does Aero Precision do different to make this worth the couple extra bucks there? I think this was right about 100, maybe a little under, and the upper was $92 or something. So for about 200 bucks, you're in and you get these features I'm going to show you. So first thing jumps out at you is the magwell. It is a little more flared than a standard magwell, if you can see that. I've seen these in two different designs. The standard one comes with the big A here, their big logo. You can also get it without that, and they just do a small A. I can't remember if it's up on this side or over on this side, but they do make it that way. They also do some special designs now and then. There's a Texas tribute, and there's an American flag. There's a Don't Tread on Me where the flag is kind of made out of the snake. Looks like that yellow Don't Tread on Me sticker up there, if you can see it. So they do make a few different versions. This is, let's see what kind of aluminum this is. It is 7075 T6. Hard anodized, typical black. They do make them in flat dark earth. I have one in OD green that came with one of their builder's kits. They do sell OD green separate. I saw it on their website today. So you can get some different options. There's like a steel looking ones, kind of cool, things like that. So tons of colors in them too. They come with the trigger guard already molded in. It's a generous size trigger guard. If you're wearing a glove, you got plenty of room. They opened it up on the bottom here, so you got less weight there, and you don't have to mess around with putting a trigger guard in, which is kind of nice. They do have tensioning screws that you can adjust if there was any wobble. Now as far as fit, these were just too random off the shelf. I didn't match them up, nothing. And while I don't have pins in them, yeah, there's a little bit of movement on these. I've had others that are tight as a gnat's ass, but this one's got, oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe a little bit. Once the pins are in, I don't know, we'll see. But they do fit together really nicely, and if you got a little wobble, you got a tensioning screw. The receiver does have a low shelf if that's important to you. The next thing that is probably one of the coolest and makes things easier when you are putting the bolt catch in, instead of putting a roll pin in there, and a lot of you guys freak out about it, you're worried about scratching the gun, you got duct tape out, wrapping it all up so you don't slip off, because of course you can't go buy the $5 tool to do it the right way and not worry about scratching it. So don't worry, we've all been there. Instead of that pin, they thread it right here, and they give you a little threaded pin instead of the roll pin. So all you do is set your bolt catch in there and put the pin in and screw it down. It comes pre-done, it already has Loctite on it, and I usually add an extra drop on there. And I've put thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds through these things. 4 or 5 of them that I have, and I've never had one come loose. So please, none of the comments said, oh, I want a roll pin, you know, roll pins forever. Well, maybe, maybe not, but I have not lost one of these, so not a problem. It accepts your standard lower parts kits. I use either CMMG or Aero in a pinch. I like the CMMGs a lot, but the Aeros are nice too. The nice thing, if you buy the Aero kit, they make their standard kit, and then they make the M4E1 kit, and it's the same as their other lower parts kits, except it comes with a tiny little set screw. And you say, Chris, what do I need a set screw for? Well, one of the other cool things is, how many times have you been putting your detent and spring in the back to hold your pin detent in, and then you're putting the buffer tube assembly and all on, and that spring goes pa-ding, never to be found again in your shop unless you're me and you found it on the bench the other day. They thread that back hole, and that M4E1 lower parts kit comes with a little set screw, and after you put your detent spring in, you put that set screw in there, run it down, and now you can take your buffer tube off, your stock off, all that good stuff, and not worry about that spring going flying ever. Something else cool. So it's not just this thing that's threaded, it's this that's threaded as well. Really, really handy. So you got the threaded adjuster there for adjusting any wobble out of it. You got the thread in the back, and you've got the threaded pin instead of roll pin. So really, really nice. You'll notice there's some other machined lines that you don't get in a regular receiver. It really kind of gives it more of a modern feel between all these cuts they do. And yeah, just a great, great receiver. I've never had an issue with one. As far as the upper goes, you can buy the upper 2 ways. You can buy it as a stripped upper, or their, I don't know what they call it, their finished upper, but basically the only difference is the ejection port cover and the forward, God, I'm losing my mind tonight, guys, your forward assist. Here's another cool thing. If you buy the stripped and you're going to put your own forward assist in, well, you guessed it, that's threaded too with the screw there. If you can see that. So you don't need to put a pin in there either. And yes, I've never had one come out. I've bought them already done. They're $10 more. It's going to cost you $10 for the forward assist and the dust cover, unless you want to put your own custom one on. You can see the difference in the lines here, guys. Again, looks more like a billet. You see the lines they did in here and on the side. It's just a really, really nicely, tastefully done receiver. Pick rail on top, and you've got your T markings, which are nice, and they're all done real cool for you. Super, super superb machining inside. So slick, no marks on any of them. The anodizing is super nice. Everything about them is just really well done. I would consider these kind of a premium receiver. No, they're not a top of the line, you know, craziness, but for this kind of money, they're really a step above. They really, truly are. Now, there is one other receiver that they make, and it's the M4E1 Enhanced. And that Enhanced, instead of your regular threads, there is a whole chunk of aluminum on here. And it almost looks like you have a barrel nut screwed on there, guys. But it's part of the upper receiver, and you have a barrel nut that actually threads to the inside to hold the barrel on instead of the outside. So what would be your normal barrel nut that you mount your handguard to is now actually part of the receiver, and your handguard mounts to the receiver rather than the barrel nut, which is what? Touching the barrel. So you get a bit more accuracy out of it, because let's say you're resting the gun on something, you're not putting deflection on the barrel itself. It's all being taken up by the handguard and the receiver. Something else to watch out for, but you are kind of relegated to using Aero's handguards then that go with the enhanced upper. So keep that in mind. If you got a special handguard you want to use, you can't use the enhanced. You gotta use this sucker. That's about it, guys. Just really nice stuff. I know I've talked about them before in other videos about our built rifles, but I never had one here fresh out of the box to show you. I do, you know, I bought this because it was cheap, and I was out getting some ammo, keep prepping, and I was out getting some ammo to put away, and they had these on sale, and I couldn't pass it up. So here's the question now. What do I build with it? I've got a 3-gun rifle that I love built on this receiver. I have a pistol. I have a precision rifle built on the enhanced version of this receiver. On and on and on. So what do I want to build? I want to build a different variant that I don't have. I want it to be cool. I don't know what to do. I was thinking like a Shorty Commando maybe, you know, with the front sight and a carry handle and all, and the Shorty barrel and handguard, or maybe do a short 7-inch pistol because I have an 11.5-inch. I don't know what to build with it. Don't know what to build. If this was not an M4E1, I would get one of Aero's clone receivers and do an A1 or A2 clone. I would really like to do that. But since it's not, I want you guys to come up with a cool idea. What should I build? I don't know. Give me some ideas and we'll build it together. I'm out of ideas. I've been looking. I don't know what to do. So come up with something, put it in the comments. If you guys are using these receivers, tell us about them. Tell us how much you like them, how much you hate them, how ugly they are, how cool they are. You know, it's personal choice. I just like to pass along things that I've found work, and these work always, every time. Never a issue, ever. I was also on their website. They do sell blems too, a little bit cheaper. And from what everybody says, they get the blems and they're looking. They can't find the blemish. So if you want to save a few bucks, there's that option too. Also checked out their prices right from Aero. They are pretty cheap. Pretty much comparable to anything else out there. No, I don't work for them. No, they don't pay me. No, they don't send me stuff. I wish they did. Hey, Aero, if you like this, help a brother out. anyhow, yeah, one of them things that we thought we would show you. So I hope you guys tune in next week. Tune into our other video that's coming out on that precision rifle. Check out our other videos. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell down there so you get our notifications. Tell us how you're doing with our little pandemic going on and everything that's going on with the economy. Fill us in, guys. Let us know what's going on. Let us know if you found any deals out there. If I find some deals, I'll put them to the Facebook page. I found some ammo cheap the other day. You just got to dig. So if you find something useful or a good deal on something, go over to our Facebook page and tell us about it, and we'll put it on there. And I'll be posting stuff I find. What else? That's about it, I guess. Come back, check us out, check out our Patreon page. And as always, Rockford Ordnance out.